KX News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 4. Meteorologist Hunter Binstock here. Going to start off with a look at our satellite and radar. And we actually have a lot going on this afternoon. Starting to see that convective development widespread across the western portions of the state. Even a couple of miscellaneous cells out towards the more eastern reaches, but plenty of rain out there right now for at least the near future here. We're going to see those rain showers and thunderstorms developing across the state here for a little while yet. Right now we've got a pocket of cells around Mandaree, Killdeer, down towards Dickinson. Another pocket that's in eastern Montana around Culberson and Plentywood. So overall, going to see that development through this afternoon. Even one cell is producing lightning here just south of the Bismarck capital city right now. So overall, it's going to start to get more widespread as we head into those afternoon hours. Temperatures across the state going to be in those 70s widespread. Couple of 60s still hanging out in the western portions of the state. See 68 for Dickinson, 61 for Beach. But overall, a lot of 70s out there this afternoon. 73 for our friends down in Wishick. Really warm temperatures, and that's really going to help aid our development of those thunderstorms this afternoon. Looking at those lows tonight, we're going to get down to those 40s and 50s widespread. We have 50 for Lytton, 54 for Mobridge, and 50 up in Harvey. So widespread 50s, definitely still some sweatshirt weather in our high temperatures for Friday. Going to be even warmer tomorrow than they are today. You're going to see those widespread 70s and 80s, really warm temperatures. Wind speed and direction, we're primarily out of the west right now, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour for much of the state. We have 10 for Ashley, 13 for Dickinson, 10 for the capital city. And we'll continue to see these winds start to pick up here from tomorrow into Saturday, where we're really expecting those strongest winds. Now, as we look at that severe weather threat, this is the SPC's outlooks here. So this is going to be for day one. This is for today. Non-severe, widespread across the state and into eastern portions of Montana and South Dakota. Widespread non-severe. So really not looking at those severe conditions for today. Now, as we look towards tomorrow for the day two SPC outlook, we have a wide band of marginal across the central portions of the state. So with this system, we're looking at the potential to see that convective development. We're looking for that potential for marginal severe, for potential of winds, and potential of hail. So those are the two conditions we're looking for these next couple of systems. Looking at precision cast to start off with, it's being really reflective of what's going on right now. We have those rain showers off to the more western portions of the state, relatively clear out towards the east for now, but as far as this model goes, it's tracking the system very, very well. So we're going to see that convective development through this evening, getting a little bit more widespread into the central portion of the state as we get into those later evening hours, and will finally start to clear out in those early morning hours. Now, we have a second round of rain showers and thunderstorms going to work their way in. We're going to start around 5 p.m. starting off in the west, just like today. That's going to slowly build across into the central portions of the state. It's going to start to get really widespread. Now, this looks like a lot of orange and red out there, but it's not going to be as bad as it looks. We're going to see a fair amount of chances for those winds. That's pretty much the biggest factor from this system, but we also have that ability to produce hail with these systems as well. There's enough energy for it, so it's going to be something to be mindful of. Now, they're going to start to clear in those early evening hours into the early morning hours of Saturday. On Saturday, we have a rain chance mostly across the northern portions of the state. It's mostly just a rain chance, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear a lightning strike or two with that system. Sunday looks like we're going to see a lot of clearing, and then as we head into Sunday evening, that rain shower will come back one more time. And our wind gusts for the next couple of days, we're going to slowly see those winds start to pick up through Friday into Friday evening, where they're going to get the strongest for Friday. Going to see those 40s and 45s potential, and then as we get into Saturday, widespread strong winds. So those 30s and 35s have increased to the 40s and 45s. So we're going to see some fairly strong winds on Saturday. They should calm down a little bit for Sunday morning, but we will see another push of those winds as we get into Sunday evening. Now, taking a look at that Williston 5-day forecast, we're going to start off in the 70s there, getting to the 60s through the weekend and 60s for the start of next week, and we have a lot of chances for precipitation over the next couple of days. Dickinson 5-day forecast, much of the same. We have that thunderstorm chance for tomorrow, 70s for Friday, 60s and 70s for the weekend, but 60s to start next week, and we have a long period of 60s on the way. Your Minot 7-day forecast is going to start off in the 80s, getting to the 60s and 70s for the weekend, and 60s for pretty much all of next week, overnight temperatures in those 40s. And your Bismarck 7-day forecast, much of the same. Starting off in those 80s for tomorrow, with an 80% chance of thunderstorms, 60s and 70s through the weekend, 60s for the start of next week, overnight temperatures in those 40s. So we've got an interesting couple of days ahead of us, Joel.
Yeah, we don't know what to expect. This is looking pretty lively for this Friday evening now.
This Friday evening system is definitely looking to be livelier than it is tonight. You know, we still have the chance of maybe seeing a couple cells develop that pea-sized hail tonight, but tomorrow is really that night where we're looking at maybe a more significant hail parameter.
Let's get this out of the way now instead of, the weekend with some of the graduations coming around and
Yeah,
everything.
I'm really hoping that Sunday pans out to be a relatively nice day where we really don't have to worry about anybody that wants to celebrate their graduations this weekend.
That they're not ducking for cover under the garage or the canopy or sprinting
Who
to the
wants
car
to wear a
or
hard
anything
hat to a
like
graduation party, you know?
Hunter, thanks so much. Still to come on KX News at 4. A Minnesota couple is stranded out of the country because